Hi, I'm back and today I'm going to share with you a really funny story. So the title of this video is not wrong. This is going to be the story time of when I was dumped for Jesus. No, not a Hispanic person named Jesus, for the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so let's take the clock back to when I was 17. This was between my junior and senior year of high school. Actually, let's take it back even further. Let's go to the 8th grade. So I went to a private Montessori school for all of elementary school. For 2 years of middle school, I went to a public school. And then for my 8th and 9th grade year, my parents transferred me to a private religious school in North Fort Lauderdale. So I went there for 2 years. It was a school where you had to have an interview to get in. It was very religious. You had a Bible class. Every Friday you had a chapel. Every Tuesday you had a small group. You prayed at the beginning of every day. It was very, very religious. And before I had gone to this school, I didn't really know anything about religion. It was never anything that was particularly practiced in my family, but my brother wanted to go there for football, so my parents sent me too. And so I started going to this school in the 8th grade. I joined theater, which was cool. I made some friends, and I befriended this one guy, and not gonna use names because just not gonna do it. So let's call this guy Adam. So me and Adam were friends. We flirted on and off, 8th and 9th grade year. And then I left in the 10th grade and I went back to public school, and I really didn't speak to anyone from that school again. I didn't really have that easy of a freshman year. I was going through a lot at home, and I took it out on the people that I was friends with, so I didn't really keep in contact with a lot of people. And so let's fast forward to my 11th grade year. I think it was over this summer. My dad was like, oh, let's go to church one day. And I was like, you know what? I haven't been to church in a while. Let's go to church. You know what? I actually really didn't even want to go, but the school and the church are on the same campus, and they have a really good restaurant there, and I was really craving. They have like a barista place inside of the restaurant. I was really craving a mochachilla. I think that's what it used to be called. They got a new name for it, but I think it used to be called a mochachilla, and it was so good. I used to get one every morning, so that's what I was craving, so that's why I really went to church. But so while I was there, I actually ran into Adam and some of his friends, and I was like, man, he's looking okay. He's looking a lot better than he did in the 8th grade. So I messaged him on Facebook, because of course we were still Facebook friends. I'm still Facebook friends with people who I've known since kindergarten. And I was just like, hey, it was nice seeing you today. We should catch up sometime. And he was like, yeah, we should. And like we started just like casually texting. And then his birthday was coming up, and I was like, hey, I see your birthday's coming up. We should hang out or something. He was like, yeah, let's go to a movie. And I was like, okay, let's go to a movie. So we went to a movie, and then he was like, hey, let's date. And I was like, okay, let's date. I've never had a real boyfriend before. And so like we started dating. We would just like hang out and stuff. And like he would come visit me at work. I was working at a pizzeria at the time, and then he would like come over and we would watch movies and stuff. It was like really harmless, and it was just like pretty casual. Like we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, let's go have these big extravagant dates. We went to church together one time, and he was gone on like a Bible trip. We only dated for like 3 weeks. I'm just prefacing this, like 3 weeks a month tops. And it was like super, I don't know, like I was not ready for a boyfriend, and it was just super like, I don't know, he was very clingy, and normally like, I realized that I'm a clingy person, so I guess like two clingy people don't really go together well, because like his clinginess was making me not want to cling on to him. Yeah, it got like super weird after a while. I didn't really want to be like dating him anymore, but like I also didn't want to not have a boyfriend, because like I was going into my senior year of high school and I'd like never had like a real boyfriend before, and I was like, okay, this guy's cute, like he could be my first real boyfriend. One day, it was like the beginning, like early August, or late July, one of the two, and I was like, hey, my boyfriend texted me. This is awkward. So it was the beginning of August, it was back to school time, and I texted him and I was like, hey, do you want to go back to school shopping with me and my mom? She's taking me and my siblings, and you know, like I haven't seen you in a little bit. And he was like, yeah, sure. So he drove up and I was like, hey, are you ready to go? Like when he got there, I met him outside and he was like, oh, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah, you can talk to me, but my mom's waiting. Like, I'm putting this out there, I really love back to school shopping. Like, back to school shopping is my favorite type of shopping. Like, I love getting new notebooks and new planners and new pens and highlighters and erasers. Like, it makes me so happy. Like, right now it's starting back to school season and I'm just like leaping with joy. I love it so much. But anyways, back to the story. So he was like, yeah, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah, sure, you can talk to me. And we like went by like his car and he was like, God woke me up from a dream last night. And I was like, did he? What'd he say? Like, it was just like super awkward because like after I left the religious school, I didn't really follow religion because for me, I realized it was more of a social thing, and I thought it was very disrespectful to the people who actually, you know, have faith and practice their faith, you know, religiously. And I thought it was, you know, extremely disrespectful for me to be going to church and to be going to church events solely for social reasons. So I stopped going altogether. And so I was like, what did God say to you? He can't let you sleep? And he was like, oh, you know, God told me I need to spend more time in my devotionals and need to spend more time with God. And I was like, okay, yeah, do you. Like, you want to spend more time reading the Bible? I'm all for it. Like, you have your own faith. Go for it. Like, if you want to have your own faith, like, I'm 100% supportive of that. Like, you do whatever's going to make you happiest. Like, as long as you're not pressuring me, I'm good. And then he started crying. And I was like, what is going on? Why are you crying? And he was like, I think I have to break up with you. And I was like, it's okay. Like, he was treating this like it was like this breakup that we had been dating for like 10 years. But he was treating like this, like it was like this big breakup, and we'd only been dating like 3 weeks a month. And I was like, dude, it's okay. And he was like, I just, you know, I'm gonna miss you. And I was like, yeah, I'll miss you too. And my mom was like my mom walked outside and she was looking at me. She's like, you ready to go? I was like, give me a second. And I was like trying to calm him down because he was literally crying. And I was just like, it's okay. Drive safely. And it was just like super weird. Because we've literally only been like dating for like a month. I was like, what is going on? I was just like, you need to leave. Like, I didn't say that, but I was just like, drive home safely. It was just like super weird. I don't think I think he texted me when he got home, but I don't think we talked after that point. It was just like super weird. I actually saw him last summer, like before I started talking to Mikey again. I actually saw him on Tinder and I was like, that's so funny. And now he goes to a school that is in the city, Savannah. I mean, can you tell he can't get over me? I'm just kidding. To the man who played Adam in this story, I'm not trying to defame you at all. I hope no one comes to you and says like, dude, I heard you were crying when you broke up with Savannah in the 11th grade. Just let it roll off your shoulder. I'm sure no one watches my videos anyways. But yeah, that is the time that I got dumped for Jesus. So thank you for watching. I know it's been a little bit since a video, but you know, my life is hectic. You need to understand. I've got more content coming soon. comment below what you'd like to see. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. You can always comment. I leave my social medias down, and you know, do what you will. Thank you for watching, and have a totally tubular day, folks. That was super awkward. Bye, guys. I'm gonna leave now before this thing gets even crazier. I love you. Thanks for watching.